I cannot see. All right. Linda's here. Carl's here. StreamYard's here finally. It's taken me almost 15 minutes to connect. Don't know why. I've got 4 bars, 4G. I am at the Sparta Sportsplex. Well, anyway, welcome aboard, mateys. Oh, I don't know what's that's behind me because I can't see. Ah, what is that? I'm trying to figure this out. There, maybe what that is. Oh, I see what that is. That's the side of the van. Can't get much closer to it. Can't see my arrow. Maybe I should take my glasses off. I'll do that. There. It's kind of breezy. I hope you can hear me. Jeepers. All right, I'm going to ask you in the chat. There's, am I a ghost still? How can that be? I'm not wearing green. I'm wearing a blue shirt. Well, maybe it doesn't like it. Hang on. I just threw the shirt on because it's a little breezy. Now, can you hear me okay, or is it too breezy, or why am I a ghost? This does not make any sense. Oh, I bet I know. Hang on, something happened probably with the fade. The fade's where it's always at. Okay. You see Don's van behind me with a green screen magnetized to it. And this is strange. It's got to be the sunlight. Let me try no screen. Let's see what that does. Well, there, you can see me better. But now we no longer have a green screen. We're guessing the channel. You know what? We'll just talk. Mark, I wish I was playing with my toys. I'm not playing. I'm kind of being serious here, trying to get on here. KT Spirit, welcome aboard. So, hopefully you can see me and hear me. Just type a 1 in the comment if you can. While we're at it, what's the captain's favorite cookie? Can anybody tell me? Tell me what the captain's favorite cookie is. You're coming up with ghost jokes. I love it. Oh, no, it's not a love bite for sure. That came from changing the starter on Don's other van yesterday. Yeah, it hurt, and it still hurts, and it continues to bleed and pussy and all that. I treated it, though, this morning with some peroxide. It should get better. Samoas. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Carl. Anybody else want to guess what the captain's favorite cookies are? Yeah, it just, the wrench slipped and I got ripped up on the underneath of the van trying to get to the starter. It hurts. It hurt like hell at the time, and I was bleeding all over Thin Mints. The I didn't swear. That was close. I just said ouch a lot. And Sensei Don was like, "Do you need a Band-Aid?" I said, "I need a lot of Band-Aids." But we didn't have any, so it didn't matter. Just keep working. Of course, when I got home last night, I was black all around my eyes. There was no safety glass. I mean, we broke down along the road. Starter went out. Boom. There's no safety glasses. We barely had enough tools. Well, I shouldn't say barely, but fortunately we had some tools, but no safety glasses. So a lot of times I can't see close up. Well, yeah, I can see close up, but because of my bifocals, a lot of times I have to take them off to be able to see what I'm doing close up. You know, when it's this close, 4 or 5 inches from my eyes. You like ginger snaps dipped in coffee? I do too. See, Carl, not my favorite. Pecan sandies and black coffee. That sounds really good. Just call the safety manager. Yeah, I know. But anyways, so the crap kept dripping down into my eyeballs, and I had to keep, shaking and kind of rubbing with filthy, grubby hands, rubbing my eyes. I looked like Captain Jack Sparrow this morning, or last night. Excuse me. It was amazing. Partial to lemon green tea, yeah. Hustle Q, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. We're just talking about cookies at the moment. What do you think the captain's favorite cookies are? And I have some other comments this morning that we'll talk about, but we will get to the featured channel. Now, if you're wanting to find out what's in Showmore, you don't see all the featured channels that we've had, which is like 85 channels since we started this. You can find them in last Saturday's noon edition. I have not yet opened up my webpage. It's there, but I haven't been able to get into it to put the Showmore in there, the featured channels. And there's other things I want to do with the webpage too, but windmill cookies. That's really close, Mark, because I love windmill cookies. I really do. Especially the Wertmann windmill cookies. Yes. My title transferred, registration transferred, and a Florida tag on Thursday. Yes. Congratulations, Carl. We're proud of you. And stage planks. Stage planks. Isn't there some kind of a cookie? It's called a plank. I don't know. Wertmann windmill cookies. Yes, they are great. They are my favorite when it comes to windmill cookies. Well, anyway, the captain's favorite cookies. This is not a product endorsement. But I like these. I like them especially because they're chewy. I almost bought the family box today. All right. So it's been a crazy week. Township won. I'm not happy. But I do have some things coming up that I'm thinking of. Kind of an appeal in a way. I know I'm guilty of one thing, but the non-running vehicles in my yard and unlicensed, non-running and or non-registered vehicles. As far as I know, every vehicle on that particular day were registered. As far as I know, there wasn't any non-running vehicles. So I may appeal that one. Another thing that I'm thinking that uh, I would like to at least discuss with someone, maybe the code enforcer guy, or maybe even the township supervisor. I get along with these people very well, but they have to do their jobs. But what I was surprised was, the magistrate kept talking about the pictures that Bob sent and all this stuff. And it's like, well, okay. It's one of those, I wish I would have thought of it at the time. And of course I didn't. But it's like, well, okay, you're telling me this and this and this and this, and you have pictures. May I see the pictures? Because I don't have any. I don't know what's on those pictures. The neighbor could have been mooning somebody in the background. How would I know? Okay. Ann is here. Welcome aboard, Ann. It's good to see you. By the way, if someone would please put in Hustle Q's link. Let's say that. You like Chips Ahoy too, okay? The chocolate chip cookies is like that. Aw. Really? Aw. You'll figure it out. You can't fight City Hall, but you can blow it up. Yeah, Carl. Yeah, there's, it's not so much City Hall, it's the people who are speaking poorly of me, and yet they're the ones, code enforcement officer left the other day. Right behind him, another employee of the township pulled up right behind where they parked in the same spot that the code enforcement officer was parked. So, hey, I got some scrap for you, Captain. Well, great. Well, thank you. Okay. Until the point where I don't dare accept scrap. But doggone it, that's how I make a few extra bucks. Even though it's so low right now, it's not even worth it. But what is worth it to me is that I'm helping somebody. They're getting it off of their property. I'm recycling it. I'm doing the green thing and being persecuted for it. As you know, the fencing that was on my property, which I got wrote up for along with all the stuff, I tried to defend myself with that. Hey, I was helping the township by accepting this fencing that, the firemen workers at the park across the street, they tore all the fence and put in boulders. It looks a whole lot better. And, they gave me the chain link fence for scrap. I thought I was doing a good thing. But no, I get to pay $1,000 because I, had scrap on my property. So no leniency there because it's happened too many times. But the cars is kind of different. Sounds like fun, yes. That is right, Carl. I love some of the quotes from Star Trek. You have neighbors that move. I hope not. I hope not, Carl. Or Mark. Okay, I'm missing somebody. Somebody just came in. She-Devil, welcome aboard, Tommy. Good to see you. I don't have... the green screen isn't working. I could try again here pretty soon. The sun's starting to turn a little bit. I have the green screen. I have it magnetized to the side of Don's extra van, which might be the van that supposedly the township took a picture of. And they say it wasn't running or wasn't registered. I don't know. One day at a time or reseller. Okay. Cool. Do you know Midwest Picker, Dave? Okay. Already ordered stickers. Oh, fantastic! I gotta get you a sticker, of course. In fact, I was supposed to bring stickers with me today. I'm here at the Sportsplex in Sparta. It is almost 60 degrees. The wind is blowing a little. So I suppose the wind is blowing so hard that nobody's here playing soccer or baseball or football or nothing. There is nobody here except me and you guys. Let me look around. Yeah, that's it. There is nobody here. I don't even see anybody walking up and down the nature trail. Or, well, it's maybe a little windy for disc golf, too. Well, I hate to be on a downer note today. We got to change that. Wilderness Tech, Davy Crockett time. So, are you going to get a coonskin cap? I used to have one when I was a kid. A Davy Crockett coonskin hat. I did. Anybody else have one when they were kids? I mean, I was popular. I had a coonskin cap. And I had rabbit fur lined winter gloves. No, we weren't a rich family. We probably came from Goodwill or a thrift store of some sort. That's okay. I loved them. And send one to Ismora Brewing Company. Ah, cool. You know, I'm going to send one of my stickers, now that you said that, to Mecklenburg Brewery in South Carolina. They sent me an invite to their Oktoberfest thing, which is good because when I first contacted Mecklenburg, they never contacted me back. It took almost a year for them all of a sudden to say, "Oh, Captain Jack, welcome aboard." You know, they have a brew that they make, this Captain Jack beer. It's a Pilsner beer. It's good beer. Can't get it anywhere but in South Carolina. They don't export it. 79. Okay, all the windows open. I opened the windows on the cottage before I left. Holly is not going to be on tonight, by the way. She told me this morning early, like at 8:30. I got up at 8:30 and said, "Wait a minute. She's never called me to change over her oxygen." I come out in the living room where she stays, and sure enough, she was awake. I said, "What's going on?" She says, "Oh, I decided to stay up and watch all these shows." Okay. Now what? Well, I'm ready to go on my, what's it called, the BPAP, which is a changeover, different machine for her oxygen. She has to wear like a mask. Not a total mask, but yeah. Anyways, it's different. I have to change the settings on the main generator, oxygen generator, and there's a different filter that it all goes through. Anyways, it's a change. 66 more subs. Wow. I think I need like 25 or 30. By this afternoon, it'll be, 40. It keeps changing. Yeah, check out Dave. You'll love him, Hustle. He is fun. Very fun. And he's doing a great job. He's on here quite often, usually in the Saturday night edition, which, by the way, I may as well mention it. Yes, we will be going live at 6 p.m. tonight. It'll just be me and you guys because Holly's going to wave off this weekend. She says she loves you all. And she'll see you next Saturday night. But don't know why she stayed up all night. But I'll be lucky if I can wake her up. She said, "I want to be woke up at quarter to 6 because I got to watch Welcome Back Kotter." She gets a lot of her material from that show, by the way. Okay. There you go. I am looking forward now that the heat's not totally off with the township. They still want me to be more in compliance. I have 30 days. Now I have 29. Did I get anything done yesterday? I was planning on it, but I had to run to the bank. Never made it to the bank because of the van broke down. I never made it to Padnos. Padnos has a check waiting for me, but I couldn't get there. Well, not a check, but an ATM thing. Never made it. Oh well. it's in the Lord's hands, which will bring me to the comment of the week here very soon. So as far as guessing the channel, do I dare try? Maybe it'll show up. We'll try it like this. I don't know if it's going to show up. That looks like it's too much in shadow, but we'll try anyway. Yes, they did, Linda. $1,000. But I'm going to try to appeal half of that. Because, we took pictures, and I'm like, okay, can I see the pictures? I never asked that. But I think maybe I will. Okay, I have a green screen. Now, why can't I get down? Oh, here we go. Okay, this is on the thumbnail, I believe. I can't see anything. Yeah, that's part of the thumbnail. Yes, if you put it in God's hands, you still have to wait. Ah, I love that. Well, excuse me. I may have to stop it back at the store where I bought the cookies this morning. Get some ass wipe. Todd, welcome aboard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they nailed me, Todd. But on the other hand, they gave me some time yet to make it more perfect. And the magistrate told the inspector, the code enforcement officer, to spend time looking over my shoulder. Well, I said, I would like him to do more than look over my shoulder. I want him to stop and talk to me. Because I want to make sure that I'm doing stuff that I should be doing. My next step is I'm going to speak with the township supervisor, who I get along with him too. But I want to ask him about, should I appeal? Where's these pictures? Why does everybody hate me? Or is it just one person? I want to learn some stuff. Maybe I can even get a copy of the township ordinances, rules, regulations. Maybe I can study that and say, okay, I don't need to ask you this question, Mr. Code Enforcement Officer. I already see my answer. But I would like to know why you told me a long time ago I could not put up a fence for my backyard. You'll probably say, because you don't have a backyard. I live on a corner, and they tell me that's another reason that I have some issues with compliance. Not that I'm a really bad renegade, but actually the township supervisor says I'm a renegade. And the code enforcement officer says I'm job security for him. Linda nuked what? Oh, okay. Yeah, nuke him. I missed it. Yes. You are a mod too. I need to make Carl a mod. I forgot. It's been like a stupid week for me. Terrible week. I got sick. And I couldn't figure out, but I've had it before, but my esophagus, I couldn't swallow. I'd throw anything I took down my throat. I'd throw it right back up within minutes. Even water. I was actually to the point where, do I go to the med center, emergency room, or tough it out, make a doctor's appointment? What? You know what? Court was 10 o'clock yesterday morning. We were done with it by 11 because the magistrate came in a half hour late, so it took another half hour to get through all the crap. By 12:30, I felt fine. Even went to Wendy's to eat. That's when the truck wouldn't start when we went to leave. Force of nature. Probably was her own element periodic table. She gave me I love it. Yeah, and it's definitely a Karen or a Kurt. I don't know. What do you call him? Kyle. Karen's counterpart is Kyle, I think. There's Sue. Welcome aboard, Susan. Okay. Pop-ups. So you guys can think about clues. I'll give you one extra verbal clue. We know it's a couple. We know they have some pets. I think it's 3 of them. They have an RV. I can't remember if it's we talked about this last week. I don't know if it's a Class C. It's pretty sharp looking from the front. But I don't know if it's a Class C or a Class A or a big Class B. Could be. Like Charlie Grace's van. If you look at it straight on, and without knowing that it's a van, you might mistake it for a Class A depending on how you're looking at it. But it's a Class B, a big Class B. Kind of like Sue and Bob used to have. You know, the power, not the power. Whatever Sue and Bob had. Kind of like that, but more modern somehow. I mean, they got the headlights that kind of go, I don't know. It reminds me of a 66 Lincoln Continental from the front, except it's more modern, squarish headlights instead of the round ones over and under each other, like on a 66 Lincoln. The Osprey are not yelling now and getting towards high tide in the bay. Beautiful day. Wow. Isn't that something? I'd love to be down there. You know, people are traveling right now, and I'm almost to the point of jealousy. There's people at Lollapalooza. Other people are getting ready to head for courtside. But anyway, so I'll add one more clue to guess the channel. Wish I could remember the name. I'm not going to remember the name, but I will tell you this. They are in the southeastern United States, and typically that's what their videos and their content is about. All right, comment of the week is on here. Wasn't anything on my channel. All right, raise your hands. How many of you heard of the Awesome Possum Van Works?
Would you want the dumbest people in the country running the country? I can't answer that.
Well, this one's good too. It's not the one I was going to talk about. So it's a picture of the rig. I wish I could. I don't think I have a picture of the rig, Linda. Bob's Chicken Ranch and Fried Wings. You know what, Carl? That is an awesome guess. It's so far wrong. I love it. Oh, Mark's getting ready to have dinner. For those of you who don't know, Hitch Up and Toes across the water. Wow. You know, talk about sunrise. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Can you see it? Kind of, sort of? Yeah, it's a sunrise. Matt. Shoot. I lost it. Well, sometimes this phone just kind of irks me. Yeah, Matt Marinelli, I know him as Crazy Horse. He's a gamer. I was a gamer, but I've left the game. I don't know if he's still playing it or not. Doesn't matter. We're good friends. He says they're at it again. Pay attention to your groceries when you're shopping. Turkey Hill, I don't know who that is, has again quietly changed the amount of ice cream you get in a container. Before 2008, a half gallon was actually a half gallon. Then, because they knew they couldn't raise prices, they simply made the half gallon less. It dropped to 1.75 quarts. Then it dropped to 1.5 quarts. Now it has dropped to 1.44 quarts. You can easily see that the container's gotten smaller again. Not the only company or product to do this. Keep your guard up. They will rob you blind one way or another. Okay. He's got a point. Now, who in the world? Well, now, how come I can't? There. Well, that's old there. Well, let me try to go back. I'm trying to find the Awesome Possum Ranch sent a message, well, a post. Can I find it? There's Johnny's Journey. Dirk, he's been posting a lot of stuff. He's been down in Florida. Lots of Halloween stuff coming up. All right, Cat Smith's son is having a birthday today.
So do you see more of a trend where people are leaving their jobs?
That's Buckeye Kitty. 9 to 5? And my friend's passing away, but he's going with good spirits. All right, Kevin. Well, now that's kind of funny too. It's from a friend of mine. Good morning, everyone. May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest the crotch of the person who screws up your day, and may their arms be too short to scratch. Well, that's still not the comment of the day or the week or anything. Oh, there's a possum. This guy's holding up a possum. I don't think you can see it. A live possum. Weird. All right, where is... Gotta find it. It's just earlier today, and I reacted to it. Now I can't find it. What is going on here? Okay. I guess I'm just going to have to play it by ear since I can't find it on here. But Leslie Burke's Causey, she is Phil's wife. They own Awesome Possum Van Works. It's in Graham, Texas. Many of you know who they are. They do not do YouTube. They have been featured on YouTube and will be again soon, if I have my way about it. Believe it or not, the Bob, not the code enforcement officer that I know, the Bob Wells, interviewed Phil at the ranch, and pretty cool. best way to fight shrinkflation is don't buy it if you don't need it. Yeah, tell them why. Yeah, I like that. No possums there. The NPS thinks that 99% of the raccoon population is gone from the Burmese and reticulated pythons. Ah, I see. In other words, the coons got eaten or chased away by the big snakes. All right. Leslie posted on Facebook for her husband, and her husband was a little irked. All the different things that they could have done, which they planned on doing, if the people that they've been helping had paid for the parts, miscellaneous, for the work that Phil has been doing on their rig. Now, I don't know if that was a van or a school bus, a schoolie, what it was. I have no idea. But apparently there's some a good amount of work and perhaps a good amount of parts that unfortunately have not been paid for. And now it sounds like they've kind of skipped out. Well, that is terrible. I've had that happen to me. Hey, I need $1,500 to pay my electric bills. I'll pay you back, first of the month when I get paid. Okay, here you go. I don't want the kids to go without heat because the electric's off, the gas is, And the next thing I know, they're gone. No forwarding address. This is 5 years ago. I'll never see it. But I did the right thing. Now, Phil and Leslie, they always do the right thing. They're constantly helping people. And they're not asking an arm and a leg. Phil does most of the mechanical work for free. I mean, your engine needs rebuild. Okay. The parts are going to cost you this and this and this. That's it. Well, everybody knows that mechanical labor is to the moon. I mean, just to walk in the door of an auto mechanic's place today will cost you $25. And then if you actually get some work done, it's going to be about $100 an hour. Oh my. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. So anyways, they got burned. And Leslie, and this is so true, they've always been so good to people. And then this happens, and it's just sad because, in a way, the people that did this are kind of hurting everybody else to the point where Phil may say, well, I'm not doing this anymore. Or, he's very discouraged right now, and I don't blame him. So I say prayers, prayers that the people that owe him will wake up and pay him, and prayers that he gets through this, because you can sow many seeds in fertile soil, but even at the corner of your field, there might be a low spot where it gets too much rain, or perhaps it's in a shady spot somehow, some way. It gets too little sun. So there's always some bad, hopefully with a majority of good. But the bad does kind of make you appreciate the good. And we've heard that before, You gotta have a little rain on your parade to appreciate it when it doesn't rain. And as far as rain goes, I like that one country western song. Something about I like rain because rain makes corn, corn makes whiskey, whiskey makes my baby a little frisky. Yeah, I like that. But you knew that about me. Anyway. Okay. Kiso needed a moment. And you needed an adult fluid. I'm going to have some adult fluid right here in my $30 cup that I didn't pay for. Came with scrap, but it's 30. No, they're 35 now. family farm and home. Price has gone up. $5 for a 20-ounce cup. It's a Yeti, so it must be good. Actually, I have to say it is good. Put that coffee in there this morning at 8:30. Still hot. Okay, bye. Also, Q. Thank you for coming aboard. Hope you can come again this evening at 6, where the background may be better because I'll be doing it in the studio at the cottage. So, yeah, there's my rant a little bit about people who unjustly hurt other people. Or how about people who make up lies? That seems to escalate. The code enforcement officer asked to look inside Synchronicity. I said, sure, go ahead. Why? So, well, I want to see if there's sleeping quarters in there. I said, of course there is. You can't get to it, but there is sleeping quarters. Well, I was told that Sensei Don is living in the bus, sleeping in the bus. That's a bull crap. There's no way. And of course, Sensei Don was there. He's exploding. But the code enforcement officer went and looked, and sure enough, he came back and like, well, it's obvious that no one is staying in there. That's right. It's under construction. There's no room. Even if you stretch it out on the floor, there's no room. Yeah, you can look inside my rig anytime. And I gave him permission. And so what it boils down to is that, and he said it was somebody from around the lake that happens to be on the, I don't know, one of the organizations, the Camp Lake, not foundation, whatever it is, you pay $100 and you can belong to this little club that's for Camp Lake. What is it called? Camp Lake neighborhood, or I don't know. I'm sure they're all nice people and everything, but I think it almost has grown from the way in the past. Well, if you belong to the Moose Lodge, you should also belong to the Camp Lake Association. That's the name of it. And then, and it goes on, which I'm okay with that kind of thing, but I don't know. I was growing up not to judge. Now, there is something about that we can judge, but it's a different interpretation. We all grew up with, if you were raised in a Christian church or whatever, I'm not going to talk religion, doctrines, or anything like that, but, I was raised, judge not that ye be not judged. All right. Well, it took me a few years to figure out that, wait a minute, I'm judging. No, I'm being judgmental. In other words, I'm learning by judging that I don't want to hang out with those people who do cocaine or do illicit things or breaking and entering. I don't want to hang with those people. That's bad. Bad news, Charlie. Stay away. Yes, they're doing bad things. No, I'm not their judge. But I am being judgmental by telling myself to stay away and pray for them. Camp Lake Nosy Porker Club, yes. I thought about that. There's stories. Kind of like Peyton Place. How about, no, get a warrant. The stress of any official does not reflect the state of health. Yeah. I've been told that by other people. Man, stink bug really wanted to hang out with me. I'm sorry, I hate to kill insects of any kind, but he was irritating. Okay, Mark and Coral. Have a great day. And if you do feel like getting up at what, midnight, 2 in the morning to see me at 6 p.m. here, our time, Traveling Merton and Sue are doing a Happy Halloween thing on YouTube. Or no, they just posted it, a video. Camp Lake Gentrification Society, Linda, you're absolutely right. I've been told that. The gentrification. I'm actually, I think they were surprised that I knew what the word meant. I'm not some yokel from the hills, I am educated. Sorry. I might not look like it. I may look like I've forgotten everything they'll ever know, or whatever. They want to look down their noses at me, fine. I'm a scrapper. I got long hair. I got a beard. I got junk in my yard. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. But I'm a bad person to them. So, I mean, they've judged me. Okay. Oh. That's funny, Mark. Yeah, target acquired. Lock on. Yep. Shameless, yeah. Sometimes I think of Billy Jack, too. Some things are just rather unfair. And it can be a power trip. I forget who said that here a while back. Sometimes people who are in a political position, if you will, or have connections with the political system or the township, the county, the state, whatever, they have a little bit of a, I don't know, ego thing with that. I know the supervisor. I actually had one of the township people say to me, well, I can park my motorhome in my front yard. I have connections. Oh, do you? Well, I could pull the rug out from under your feet, but I won't, because I don't care where you park your motorhome. You can park it up on top of your cottage as far as I'm concerned. It would not bother me in the least. It would not offend me. In fact, you got a very nice motorhome. I'm proud to see it when I drive by your house, which is only 2 blocks away from me. That's a nice rig. But I'm not allowed to park in my front yard with Synchronicity. And she's a nice rig. Okay, yeah, Billy Jack. I love Billy Jack movie. That was back in the 70s. I think I took the same girl to the same movie like 3 times. That's how much we loved it. Now, back then, we didn't have VHS or... Well, maybe we were starting to get VHS, but Billy Jack had not been released to, videotapes or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, we went to the movie theater 3 times to watch Billy Jack. Carl says there are 2 kinds of people who want to be left alone and people who cannot leave it the hell alone. Yeah, pretty much. It's okay. The thing about vengeance, I don't have to worry about that. I got better things to do than worry about vengeance. People have told me, why don't you put up a sign that tells the real story about your neighbor that's the one complaining all the time, yelling at you from the street, calling you everything, bad names, and GD, and just on and on and on. No, I'm not going to put up a sign. Am I tempted to? Sure I am. I'm human. I need to defend myself. And I think really what it boils down to, he's just trying to egg me on until I actually lose it. I'm not going to. Go ahead, call me what you want. Does it irritate me? Sure it does. God bless you too. 110 soldier. Yep. Yep. Yeah. They do want attention. That's the only reason I do this. Oh, how silly. Thank you, Linda. I'm going to put these mums in a wheelbarrow out front. I'm going to do that today. And by the way, I'm hoping that the yellow mums come close to matching John Deere yellow. I've got this wheelbarrow and I've got another thing that I was going to scrap. But I decided, you know what? It might look like scrap to somebody else, but a lot of people around here put farm implements in their yards and put flowers in or around them. Well, I did that yesterday with an old axle. Don't know what it came off of. It came off of a Chevrolet because it's got a grease cap with a Chevrolet emblem on it. So what? I'm going to paint it, the wheels yellow, and then the frame that goes across with the springs, I'm going to paint that green. And then I got this mum that I'm going to put by it and around it. I got American flags. Whoa, that's a big picture. Is it North American flag or South American flag? Is there such a thing? Anyways, United States flag. A couple of those. John Deere yellow, yes. I hope they are close to that. Don't forget the mooning. Yes. Yes, bad neighbors do make good content. What is that one channel? The Neighbor from Hell. I haven't watched that in a long time, but that guy was nuts. But the people that, they're filming, they got cameras on their house. But yet this idiot, oh my goodness. Green screen has the potential to start another rumor of your death. Okay, Roy. I don't know why it's doing that. I honestly do not know. It could be the lighting. Sun is super bright. Sky is almost totally blue. There's a little bit of high, what do they call that? Cirronimbus or Sirius. Sirius. I'm serious about these cirrus clouds. That's what they are. Cirrus clouds. Then there's some chemtrails. Oh my God. They're coating us with aluminum sulfate. I just know it. It's a conspiracy. Yeah, right. It is cool. It'll be better tonight. I'll be in the studio. Look at my hand. That's weird. No wonder you guys are saying I look weird. But I've got the fade on 53. That's where I always have the fade on. Why it's doing this, I have no idea. Could it be StreamYard? It could be. Could it be YouTube? Probably. And Jay, yes, living tomorrow today. Oh, that's a guess. And that's an extremely good guess. I don't know that channel whatsoever. And they may have been to this place too. Who knows? But no, it's not them. It's not helping. Okay. Let me put this forward. I kind of thought that the vapor trails up there, anywhere between 20,000 and 30,000 feet, from what I understand, a jet engine, is pretty hot. And that exhaust coming out of the jet engine is very hot. And up there, where there's still vapor in the air at 20,000 feet or less or more, it's cold. It's probably could be less than 30 degrees up there. It's cold. Now, what happens when you blow hot into cold? It creates steam. It creates condensation. Is it possible that's a condensation trail? What we call, some people call it a jet stream, and other people call it a chemical trail. I suppose in a way it could be considered a chemical trail because the condensation probably does have particulates of the jet fuel in with it. That part I do not know for sure. But yeah. Yeah. Well, the one I like, Roy, is where the two people are crabbing with each other, couple. And his name was Bernie, I think, and I forget what her name was, maybe Irene. I'm going to use this down the road. But anyways, I guess Bernie was kind of an SOB. And Irene, she's pretty well fed up. She said, you know what? I'm going to dance on your grave when you're gone. He says, well, have fun at that. I'm being buried at sea. Carl. A lot of buy stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we got money to piss around. And bellies are full and our tanks are full of gas, right? Well, absolutely, Carl. I just pretend I'm a millionaire. Why not? Contrail and a chemtrail. Okay, how do I tell? Race cars do the same thing as fast as they go from compressing the air really quickly. You know what? I was in Indiana. This was probably 1978, 79. My first wife and I were heading down to we were taking back roads because I loved taking back roads even way back when I was a kid. I liked the expressway. The only thing the expressway was good for was opening it up. Let her fly. But we're cruising along back road about 40 miles an hour, and it's early morning in Indiana. It's summer. And I'm only going 40 and I'm keeping my eyes open because it's Amish country. And yes, the Amish get up early, and yes, they could be out on the road with their carriage. But I'm going along, and all of a sudden I hear this boom. I don't know if it was a Corvette or a Lamborghini or whatever passed me, but it had twin exhausts because through the hills of Indiana, you could see the contrail from the hot exhaust. It was weird. Plane parts, yes. Oh boy, Carl and Mark are going to have fun with this one. A monocle and a top hat, Mr. Moneybags. Well, thank you. I'll be the Monopoly major. Spoiler creates trails. Yeah, it could be. All right, mateys. We only had one guest today, maybe two. I hope you'll join me tonight at 6 p.m. Hopefully the background will be better. Holly by Golly won't be there. Who knows? Maybe I'll find Leslie's rant about people that burned them at Awesome Possum Ranch. Maybe we'll talk about some other things going on in the RV world, in the YouTube world, in our little group, our wonderful, supportive group. So in the meanwhile, I must say, enjoy your afternoon or your evening, Mark. Fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless. See you tonight, mateys.